In our last episode of Payoff Pitch Baseball, it was Game 2 of the 2019 runner-up series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the New York Yankees. The Yankees led the series 1-0. St. Louis had an opportunity to try to get in there and tie the series up. It was the Cardinals who struck first in the top of the second inning on a double by Tyler O'Neill that allowed Molina to score, and the Cardinals had a 1-0 lead. But then Aaron Judge pretty much took over the rest of the game. Judge comes in the bottom half of the third inning and blasts a 3-run home run, and the Yankees take a lead 3-1. They would never relinquish it. In the bottom of the fifth inning, Aaron Judge again comes through with a big home run, a big 2-run blast, and the Yankees went up 5-1. The Cardinals did make some headway as they scored 2 runs in the top of the seventh, but that would be it, as the final score of Game 2 was the Yankees 5 and the Cardinals 3. Now we switch to Busch Stadium, home of the St. Louis Cardinals, as now the Cardinals will get their opportunity to try to get a win in this best-of-7 2019 run-up series. The two teams that did not make it to the World Series last year now face off each other to see who might have been a better opponent for the team that did win, the Washington Nationals. Who really knows as we continue to play this series out? It's time for baseball and the 2019 runner-up series. Hello, everybody. I'm Robert from RJL518. Welcome you here to Busch Stadium. This is Game 3 of the 2019 runner-up series between the New York Yankees and the St. Louis Cardinals. The Yankees lead the series 2-0, and right now look like they're pretty much commanding this series. But we all know that when you switch the venue, anything is very possible to happen. So I'm expecting some excitement tonight in a much different ballpark. Busch Stadium is not as much a hitter-friendly as Yankee Stadium. Maybe a little bit more pitcher-oriented, but it's kind of neutral with a little advantage to the pitchers, depending on wheelhouse. It all depends how this is going to go tonight, so I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of game we're in for. The starting pitchers for the Yankees, it'll be Luis Severino. He pitches for the Yankees against Dakota Hudson for the Cardinals. So we also made a few lineup changes. So we're all set for exciting baseball action here. I'm hoping you're enjoying this series as I'm enjoying bringing it to you. So why don't we just get some baseball? Let's take a look at the starting lineup. For the New York Yankees in this one, it'll be DJ LeMahieu batting first. Gleyber Torres will bat second. Aaron Judge, who's been killer, batting third. Giovanni Urshela gets the call at fourth. Brett Gardner will bat fifth. Cameron Maybin will bat sixth. Didi Gregorius bats seventh. Sanchez, the catcher, batting eighth. And the pitcher, Luis Severino, will be batting ninth. Defensively for the Cardinals, in the outfield, it is Paul Goldschmidt at first base. Wong is at second base. Matt Carpenter will be at third base today. Paul DeYoung is the shortstop. In left field is Ozuna. Center fielder is Fowler. Right fielder is Edman. Behind the plate is, of course, Yadier Molina. And on the mound for the St. Louis Cardinals in this matchup will be Dakota Hudson. Hudson, 16 wins, 7 losses, a 3.35 ERA, 136 strikeouts, 86 walks. He gave up 22 home runs. He pretty much was the second ace behind Jack Flaherty in last year's 2019 Cardinals. So I'm all set for some exciting action. So let's get started here as we go to the top of inning number 1. And leading off for the Yankees will be DJ LeMahieu. We got 2 right-handers on the mound, so everything I give you will be right-handed. It batted .310 and 16 home runs against 2019. And right now, LeMahieu is batting in a 2-for-9 clip in the series. So Dakota Hudson will get the first sign, and here we go. Let's see what happens here. It's an in play. It's an 89, and that's grounded right to short. And that should be a play for DeYoung. He throws to first, and that's the first out. Fans here in St. Louis are still filing in, just getting the game underway. Here's Gleyber Torres for the Yankees, batted .276, 29 home runs against right-handers in 2019. And Torres right now is actually batting 3 for 8 for the series so far. So here's Dakota Hudson, gets back on the rubber, and let's see what happens here. This is a 6. That's a patient. It's an 0-5, and Torres is going to draw a walk. So he will go take a walk to first base, and that will bring up Aaron Judge. Now Judge has he is batting 3 for 8 with 2 of those hits, home runs. He was 2 for 4 in game number 2. So here comes Judge, and Hudson knows how strong he is. Torres is a steal rating of 2C. He's not running, not when you got Judge at the plate. Let one of your best hitters take a crack at the ball. Hudson wheels and deals. It's an 8. That's an in play. That's a 54, and that's a fly ball to right field. Coming on for it is going to be Edman, and he will make the play. That is the second out. 2 down now, and now we will see Giovanni Urshela, and again, I think still one of the great stars for the Yankees right now, batting .320, 13 home runs against right-handers in 2019. Urshela, however, is 1 for 6 for the series. Torres is at first base. He's not running. Urshela definitely can bat the ball, so let's see what Hudson does. Here's the pitch from Hudson. That's a 6. That's a patient. That's a 30. And Urshela's going to go ahead and blast this one into the outfield. That's going to be a 2-bagger. That is a double to drive down the line to right field. Gleyber Torres, runners advance 2 bases. His run rating is a 6. He will hold at third base. He will not attempt to score. So it was hit well by Urshela. Torres not with great speed. Even with an 8, he will, with 6, and it's become an 8 with 2 outs, but he will hold at third. So runners at second and third with 2 outs. As Urshela gets a nice double, and that will bring up Brett Gardner. Gardner, let's see, Gardner batted .265 with 23 homers against the right-handers. And Gardner right now is still looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 7 for the series so far. Urshela on at second after the double. Torres on at third. Here's the pitch to Gardner. This is going to be a 9. That's going to be a tough, and that is going to be a steer strikeout as Dakota Hudson guns down Gardner at the plate on a big strikeout, and Hudson gets out of the jam. And the fans that are already here enjoy that as a big strikeout comes through. And that will end the inning. So no runs, but one hit. Bottom of the first coming up, starting lineup for your 2019 St. Louis Cardinals. Colton Wong will bat first. Dexter Fowler second. Tommy Edman's going to bat third. Paul Goldschmidt will bat fourth. Paul DeYoung will bat fifth. Yadier Molina sixth. Marcell Ozuna is going to bat 7th. Matt Carpenter will bat 8th. And Dakota Hudson will be batting 9th. Defensively for the Yankees, LeMahieu's at first. We have Torres at second base. Urshela is at third. Didi Gregorius is at short. In left field, we have Maben. Gardner is in center. Aaron Judge is in right. Sanchez behind the plate. And on the mound for the New York Yankees, Luis Severino. He was on the ALCS roster, even though he was out much of the season. He didn't come back until September 17th. 1 win, 1 loss, a 1.5 ERA, so very capable of doing the job, even with such a small sample size. But since he was on the roster, I put him on there. So the bottom of the first inning, no score. Leading off for the St. Louis Cardinals will be Colton Wong. Wong batted .283, 8 homers against right-handers in 2019. And Wong has had a very, very tough series. He is 0 for 7, and he made a key error in Game 1, which actually allowed the Yankees pretty much to win the game. So Wong is still looking for some redemption here now in Game 3. Here's the pitch to Wong. That is going to be a 4. That's going to patient 28. Wong's going to get himself a walk. A leadoff walk given up by Severino. Wong goes to first on a walk. His steal rating is a 4B. That's not bad. And the batter, though, is going to be Dexter Fowler. A 4B for Wong. So let's see what the jump rating would be. Severino's hold rating is a 10. And Wong's steal rating is his jump rating is a 4. He's got a very good chance to get it. We're going to see what he does here. And in this case, I'm going to flip the card. So it's a 05. It's an 05, so he gets to attempt. So Wong is on his way to second base. Is on his way to second. On his way to second base. And a B4 is an excellent. So here's the play to second, and he is safe easily. So Wong with a stolen base. He'll hold it second now. As Severino with a 10 doesn't really hold runners on very well. So that's a stolen base for Wong, and now Fowler has a man in scoring position. Fowler, 245, 15 homers against the right-handers. Here's the pitch. This is a 5 on Severino. That's a tough. It's a 14, and Fowler will go down on strikes for the out. That was a nice pitch by Severino. An inside curveball, and Fowler just swung at it a little bit early. Here's Tommy Edman. Edman batted .298, 7 homers against right-handers in 2019. And Edman right now is sporting a 2-for-8 clip for the series. Wong on at second, 1 out. A pitch from Severino. And that is a 6. That is a tough. That's a 14. And Edman, he's going to go down on strikes. 2 down. So after allowing a walk, Severino has struck out the next 2 batters, 2 down. And now we'll bring up Paul Goldschmidt. A lot of people say this guy is going, he's 32 years old. A lot of people still has a few years left in him, and people are saying he's probably going to make the Hall of Fame. I think he's still on his way. I'm not sure he's there 100% yet, but I think he's on his way. Batted .258, 25 home runs against the right-handers in 2019. Severino gets the sign from Sanchez. Here's the pitch. And that is a 6. That's going to be a tough, an 18. And that is a strikeout. And that will end the inning. So Severino gives up a leadoff walk, allows a stolen base, but then strikes out the side. 3 straight Ks. So no runs, no hits. We go to the top of inning number 2. Dakota Hudson will take the mound for the Cardinals. And leading off for the Yankees will be Cameron Maybin, batted .311 with 8 home runs against right-handed pitching in 2019. And Maybin is 0 for 3. He didn't get a hit in the last game. Here's the pitch from Hudson. This is going to be a 9. That's a tough 69. And he's going to fight this one off. That's going to be a single. That's a single. He hits that one into right field. Maybin will go ahead and hold at first base with a leadoff hit. He's a 4C steal rating. I think I'll keep him held and let Didi Gregorius come up. Gregorius, 246, 10 home runs against right-handers in 2019. Gregorius scored the winning run in Game 1, and so far he's also 0 for 7. He has not gotten a hit either. The reason why he was on base was because of the error by Wong in Game 1. So Maybin on it first. Dakota Hudson knows he's got to be strong here. Try to get the job done. Here's the pitch from Hudson. This is a 7. That's a tough. That's a 68. And that one is going to be a fly ball to center field. Fowler's going to get under that one. He'll make the play for 1 out. And that will bring up Gary Sanchez. Sanchez, 243, 27 home runs against right-handers in 19. And after 2 games, Sanchez is batting 3 for 7 for the 2 series. Maybin still on it first. 4C steal rating. I still don't think you're going to run with him. And it looks like I'm getting too much flicker, so let's fix that a bit. Turn that light on. I'll close the blinds. Yeah, I think that might be a little better. It might be less flicker. Let's check our focus real quick here. There we go. So here's Sanchez, and here's the pitch. That's going to be an 8. That's an in play, 41, and that's a ground ball to third base. That one is hit. That one's hit to Carpenter. Sanchez's double play rating's a 5. Dakota Hudson's is an 8. It is an 8, so it's hit to third, throws to second, throws to first, double play. A 5-4-3 double play as Sanchez just grounds it right to Carpenter, and he guns it. And that ends the inning. So no runs and a hit. We go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Still tied at nothing here between the Yankees and the Cardinals. Leading off for the Cardinals will be Paul DeJong. Batted .236, 27 home runs against the right-handers in 19. And DeJong is 1 for 8 for the series. Severino sets up on the mound. Here's the pitch. And this is a 7. That's going to be a tough 40. And DeJong is going to swing and a miss at strike 3. 1 down. 4th straight strikeout by Severino. He struck out 4 in a row. Nice job done by him. And now we'll see Yadier Molina, batted .259, 8 home runs against right-handers in 19. So Severino has done, after the leadoff walk, he has been gunning down Cardinal batters. Fans here at Busch Stadium need St. Louis to get a win here. They got to win this game pretty much, or they'll be facing elimination for the rest of the series. Here's the pitch to Molina. That is a 7. That's a tough. That's an 08, and that is a strikeout. Another one by Severino. That's 5 Ks in a row. And it will bring up Marcell Ozuna. Ozuna did not play in the last game. He did play in the first one. He was 0 for 4. 249, 23 home runs against right-handers in 2019. Luis Severino, 5 straight strikeouts. Ozuna looking now to end that streak. Here's the pitch. And that is a 4. That's a patient 92. It will end the streak, but it is a fly ball to left. And coming under it is going to be Maben. And he will easily put it away for the out. And nothing doing. 2 innings in the books. We are still tied with no score. We go to the top of the 3rd. And leading off for the New York Yankees will be Luis Severino, the pitcher, and he uses pitcher hitting card number 3. So he's actually capable of getting a few hits once in a while. But we'll see if St. Louis's Dakota Hudson can get it done. Severino on the plate, top of the 3rd inning. Here's your score, or here's a roll. It's an 11. That's a defense, a 61. And that ball is hit to the shortstop. That one is hit to that one's hit to DeJong. He's a D5. He's a D5, or it's an error. It's a 5. He's a 5. I think he's a 5, right? He's a 5, an error, and that's going to be a 61. He will get there and make the play. He throws to first, 1 out, and that was a tough play, a very tough play by DeJong as he gets him out of there. It looked tougher than it looked tougher. It actually looked pretty tough actually from what I saw. And we got 1 out. Nice play by DeJong. Top of the batting order now is DJ LeMahieu, and he grounded out his last time up. Here's the pitch. This is a 7 on Hudson. This is a tough. It's a 68, and nope, that's just a good ground ball to second base, and it's going to be Wong getting it, who throws to first for the 2nd out. LeMahieu has not been that strong as a leadoff hitter so far in this series. Here's Gleyber Torres, though. 2 outs now. Torres got on base his last time up with a walk. Hudson sets up on the mound. Fans here at Busch Stadium cheering for a big play. Try to get the Yankees out so the Cardinals can do something in the bottom of the third. Here's the pitch. That's a 3. That's a patient. That's a 78. And that one is hit fly ball straight away center field. Fowler's going to get this. And he will make the play and end the inning. So nothing for the Yankees so far. And a much different, kind of started almost the way it did, but low scoring. Well, we go to the bottom of the third inning. Still no score between the Yankees and the Cardinals. Here comes Luis Severino to the mound. And batting for St. Louis will be Matt Carpenter. Batted .228, 13 homers in 2019 off of right-handers. Carpenter did not play in game number 2. He was 0 for 4, though, in game 1. So he's still looking for his first hit. So here's Severino, who's been on a tear so far. He's retired the last 6 batters after allowing a walk. Here's the pitch to Carpenter. This is a 5. It's a tough. It's a 28. And that is a swing and a miss strikeout. Severino is off to a hot start. And that is his 6th strikeout of the game. 1 down now. And the batter is Dakota Hudson. Hudson actually had, he batted .078 in 2019. He has his own batting card in this 2019 set. Some of the later sets by Payoff Pitch have batting cards for some of the pitchers, mostly the starters. So he has his own batting card, even though I could use number 3. But in cases of if a pitcher does have his own batting card, I will use the card, obviously. Hudson at the plate. Here's the pitch for Severino. That's an 11. That's a defense. That's a 26. Let's see what happens here. That's a ball. It's hit to first base. That's hit to LeMahieu. That's hit to LeMahieu, and LeMahieu's rating is a C. It's a 26, and he is not going to be able to get this one. Dakota Hudson's going to get a base hit. That's a base hit for Hudson. He will hold it first. He gets a single. How about that? Tries to help his cause a little bit. And that ends a 7-out scoreless streak on Severino. And who would have thought it would be the pitcher doing that? Top of the batting order now for Colton Wong. Hudson, of course, not a threat to steal, so he's not going anywhere. And Wong did get a leadoff walk his last time up. Still 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Let's see what Severino throws him. This is a 6. That's a tough. It's a 38. And that is he called out on strikes. Didn't even take the bat off. Didn't even take the bat off of his shoulder. Didn't even take the bat. It was called strike 3 on Severino. So that's another K. He's already got 7 strikeouts. So now we got 2 outs now. Hudson's still at first, and the batter now is Fowler, and he struck out his last time up, like a lot of the St. Louis batters have done so far. Severino being tough. Here's the pitch to Fowler. And that is a 9. That's a patient. It's a 99, and that's just a fly ball to left field. And it's going to be Maben who's going to make the catch, and the inning is over. So a leadoff base hit by the pitcher, but it doesn't amount to anything. And we are still scoreless after 3. Now, Severino's fatigue rating is a 4. So he can go 4 innings without worrying about fatigue, which is not a lot. But the Yankees do have a strong bullpen. Timeout. So we go to the top of the 4th inning, still scoreless in this very important game here at Busch Stadium between the Yankees and the Cardinals. Dakota Hudson's, his fatigue rating is a 5, so he's got at least a couple more innings left before I have to worry about fatigue. But the top of the 4th inning, And will be Aaron Judge leading off for the Yankees. He flew out his last time up. Hudson sets and deals. That's an 8. That's an in play. That's an 0-2. And Judge is going to belt this one. He belts this one into left field. It's going to go to the wall. Judge on his way on a second. He will make it. And that's a leadoff double for the Yankees. Aaron Judge again comes through with a big hit. He hits that one into left. And Ozuna got it back in as soon as he could, but Judge was already on second base by the time he did. And the Yankees have a very good opportunity. Here's Urshela. And he doubled his last time up. He's 1 for 1. Urshela steps into the batter's box. Hudson looks at the sign. And now the pitch on the way. That's going to be an 8. That's an in play, 51. And that one is going to be a ground ball to third. Judge with a run rating of 6 will not go. He'll throw to first to get the first out. Urshela is out on a ground out. And Judge holds it second. And here's Brett Gardner. Gardner struck out his last time up. Judge on at second, leadoff double, but now 1 out here on the top of the 4th. Yep, everything falling apart here. Hate it when it does that. Okay. So here's the pitch from Hudson. And this one's going to be a 9. That's a tough. That's an 0-6. And Gardner swings and misses at strike 3. 2 down. That is only the second strikeout for Hudson. And he's not matching Severino in strikeouts, but both pitchers are keeping him off from scoring. So now 2 down. Here's Maben. Maben got a base hit his last time up. He's 1 for 1. Hudson sets and deals. Big pitch on the way. That's an 8. That's an in play. It's a 44. And that one is grounded to third. Carpenter comes up with it. He'll throw to first for the final out of the inning. And a big leadoff double does not pay off for the Yankees as he strand Judge at second. And the fans here in St. Louis are loving it. They know their team has got to stay close. So no runs and 1 hit. Bottom half of inning number 4 coming up. Luis Severino on the mound. And coming up for St. Louis will be Tommy Edman. Edman, like the next 4 batters, struck out their first time up. Severino has been nasty so far. Here's the pitch to Edman. That's a ballpark, 77. That's in play. So Edman's going to get another roll on an in play. I'm just going to pick the dice. It's a 34, and that is going to be a popped it up. He just got under it. It was well hit, but it was popped up to first. LeMahieu is going to make the play, 1 out. One down, and that will bring up Goldschmidt. He struck out his last time up. Severino gets a nice play by LeMahieu at first base. Here's the pitch to Goldschmidt. That's a 5. That's a tough. That is an 0-6, and whoa! Did not even take the bat off the shoulder. Strike 3 call. 2 down. And Goldschmidt glares at the umpire and then just takes a nice walk back to the dugout. He's struck out twice now. And the batter is DeYoung. He struck out his last time at bat. That is now 8 strikeouts for Severino. But 2 outs now, bottom of the 4th. There's the pitch. It's a 7. That's a tough. That's a 39. And DeYoung swings and misses strike 3. And Severino right now is just owning the plate. And the inning is over. Three up, 3 down, 4 in the book, still no score. Top of the fifth coming up now. Dakota Hudson now in his fatigue inning, but no one's allowed any runs. So who knows where this game's going to go. I'll tell you what's going to happen now. Didi Gregorius is going to come up to bat. Gregorius flew out his last time up. He's 0 for 1. Which team is going to break through first? The pitch to Gregorius. That's a 9. That's a tough. That's a 16. And that is a strikeout. 1 down. Big K for Hudson. And it brings up Sanchez. He grounded out his last time up. Both pitchers looking sharp. Hudson's allowed about 3 hits. And Severino's allowed 1. Here's the pitch to Sanchez from Hudson. That's a 5. That's ballpark 15. That's that's going to be in the wheelhouse. 45. 45. Crack. And nope, not anymore. Sanchez hits this one deep to center field. That ball is carrying. It is gone. Home run. Didn't take long. And a 45 off the card that I'm going to start probably pulling some more fat cards. When another dice roll is recorded, I'm probably going to use the fat cards for that. Sanchez blasts this one into center, clears the wall. It's a home run, and the Yankees are up 1-0. Sooner or later, someone was going to break through, and it's Gary Sanchez. Fans here, a little upset with that one, but that was completely Busch Stadium. So here's Luis Severino. He will bat. And still 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch from Hudson. This is an 8. That's an in play. It's an 0-9. And Severino's going to get himself a base hit. He got it. It's a single. An 0-9. He got it. It's a base hit. A 4-15 on an in play, and he has it. Single. So both pitchers get themselves a base hit. Severino will go to first. Of course, not run. His steal rating's a 3C, but he's not going anywhere. So Severino on at first, and here's LeMahieu. And Molina's going to go talk to Dakota Hudson for a minute here. Try to settle things down. No action in the Cardinal bullpen yet. But this is definitely close. And with 1 out and a big hit by Severino and a home run by Sanchez. So now Hudson's got to minimize the damage. LeMahieu will bat. And he's grounded out twice. Here's the pitch. This is going to be a 10. That's going to be an in-play. 91. That's a ground ball to shortstop. LeMahieu's double play rating's an 8. Hudson's an 8. It's a 10. Their only play is going to be to second base. They will get Severino, but LeMahieu's on at first. 2 outs. So that's a fielder's choice, as LeMahieu will hold at first. Severino cut down at second. And the batter now is Gleyber Torres, but 2 outs now in the inning. LeMahieu, 2C steal rating. You're not going to run with Torres at the plate. Let the man swing. Hudson looks and tucks a sign. Here's the pitch. And that's a 9. That's a tough. It's a 91, and that's a fly ball to left. And it's going to be Ozuna getting under it. And he will make the play, and the inning is over. But 1 run on 2 hits on a big home run by Gary Sanchez. We got a 1-0 lead here for the Yankees, as we're going to go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. So here comes Severino, about to pitch the 5th. He has been masterful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 strikeouts. Yadier Molina leads off for the Cardinals. He struck out his last time up. Bottom of the fifth, 1-0 Yankees. Here's the pitch to Molina from Severino. That's a 9. That's a patient. It's a 58. And Molina hits this one to right field. Judge is going to get there with plenty of time. 1 out. And now we'll see Ozuna. And he flew out his last time up. He broke the 5-player strikeout streak by Severino. 1 down. We'll see what Ozuna can do here. Quick moving game. We're already in the bottom of the fifth. 1-0 Yankees. So far a pitcher's duel between two very good pitchers. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. That's a 70, and that one is floated out to center field. Gardner, he will get there in plenty of time. 2 outs. And it will now bring up Matt Carpenter. Carpenter struck out his last time up. Severino takes a look at the signs given to him by Sanchez. And here's the pitch. And that's a rare play. Bases empty. So let's see what we got here. And I have to re-roll the dice here. So it is a 3-3. 33. Let's see what comes up. Batter drives ball deep to roll 1 times 6. That's a 2. Batter drives ball deep to left field. Outfielder with Ranger A or B makes a great catch. That was hit to left field. That's Maben. He does not. He's got a C. And crash. Otherwise, our outfielder can't reach ball. Batter safe at second with a stand-up double. Batter with a run speed of 8 or above slides headfirst into third base with a triple. Carpenter has a run speed of 5, so he's going to be settled with a double. So the official play goes, the ball was hit deep to Maben. Maben could not get to it. He almost crashes into the wall, but he still holds on there. Carpenter holds at second with a double. And 2 outs. The batter now is Dakota Hudson. Runner at second, 2 outs. You're in the bottom of the 5th inning. You're down by 1. Do you take Dakota Hudson? He is in his fatigue area right now, but he's not fatigued because he hasn't given up 3 runs yet. In a game like this, you got to try to win here. And right now, I think Hudson did his job. This is a close call here. This is a really close call. I think, and you got a runner at second base. You got to get him in. You know what? That's going to be it for Dakota Hudson. They will pinch hit for him, which means Hudson will be done for the game. Pitched beautifully, but you got to win here. Severino a righty. So coming on to pinch hit for the Cardinals will be Jairo Munoz. Now, Jairo Munoz has been in the series so far. Munoz right now, he is 2 for 9 for the series, but he didn't get the start today. So Jairo Munoz comes in for Dakota Hudson. Runner at second base, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Cardinals already trying to make a very important move. Severino sets up. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a 9. It's a patient 49. And, oh no, he hits a line drive. He hits a line drive right to third, and he makes a spearheaded catch. Hits a line drive to third. That was a 49. Hits a line drive to third. What a play by Urshela, who spears it and retires the side. And Munoz goes down, but that was a hell of a play by Urshela at third base to spear it. And the inning is over. So no runs on one hit. 5 in the books, still 1-0 Yankees. As we're going to go to the top of the 6th. Timeout. We go to the top of the 6th inning here in this game between the Yankees and the Cardinals. 1-0 Yankees. Giovanni Gallegos is going to come in and pitch for the Cardinals. 3 wins, 2 losses, 2.31 ERA in 2019. Short fatigue, so that means he'll pitch the 6th and 7th unless he gets fatigued earlier. It will be, though, but he'll have a test, as it's Aaron Judge coming up to bat for the Yankees here in the top of the 6th. Judge 1 for 2, a double and a flyout. Still hitting off the right-handed side. So here's the pitch to Judge from Gallegos. That's a 4. That's a tough. That is a 59. And Judge is going to swing and miss it. Strike 3. 1 out. Gallegos gets him down on a first K. And now we'll see Giovanni Urshela. He's also 1 for 2, doubled and grounded to third. Giovanni Gallegos, a good relief pitcher the Cardinals have. The thing about the St. Louis Cardinals franchise, and if people who watch this all the way, if you have an opinion on this too, the St. Louis Cardinals franchise is kind of like almost kind of like the I don't know, maybe like the Boston Red Sox franchise in a way, not in terms of championships. Every single year, the St. Louis Cardinals are in it. It doesn't matter how many injuries they have. It doesn't matter who's not hitting or not pitching. The Cardinals every single year always seem to be have a shot at the playoffs. You never count out the Red Sox, just like you never count out the Yankees for 27 obvious reasons, and you never count out the Cardinals. The Cardinals are just always in it. They got a great fan base. They truly do. So if there's any Cardinals fans out there, as a Mets fan, I envy you a little bit, because you guys have always had a team that you can always look forward to every single year. And that's the truth. Here's Gallegos pitching to Urshela. 1 out here, top of the 6th. Base is empty. It's a 6. That's going to be ballpark 81. That's going to be in play. That's an 80, and that is going to be a fly ball to center field. And it is going to be Fowler who'll get it for the 2nd out. Two down now for Brett Gardner. Gardner struck out twice. He's 0 for 2. Gallegos gets up there, sets the sign. Here's the pitch from Gallegos. This is a 6. That's a ballpark as well. 71, that's going to be in play. It's a 32, and that one is a ground ball right back to Gallegos. He spears it on a hop, tosses it over to first, and Gallegos throws a 1-2-3 inning for the Cardinals. And the side retired. Nothing across for the Yanks. Go to the bottom half of inning number 6. Luis Severino coming on. And he will pitch to Colton Wong. Wong, he is 0 for 1. He walked and struck out. Severino has been masterful. Here's the pitch to Wong. This is an 11. This is defense. It's a 94. I don't think it's going to matter. That ball is hit to first base. LeMahieu's going to make that play, I believe. LeMahieu's range is a C, and there's no way he misses that one. He takes it himself. He'll actually throw to Severino covering on the bag, and that is 1 out. Nice play by LeMahieu. Simple 3-1. And here's Fowler. Fowler 0 for 2, flew out and struck out. Severino sets and deals. Here's the pitch. That's a 5. That's a tough. It's a 96. That's a fly ball to left. And coming under it will be Maiden. And that's the second out. Severino is just being unbelievable. 2 outs. And here's Edman. Edman popped out and struck out. Edman settles in the batter's box. Severino looking. And now he throws. This is a 7. That's a tough. That's a 12. And that is a strikeout. And the inning is over, as Severino continues to baffle St. Louis. Nothing there. 6 innings in the books. It's still Yankees 1, Cardinals nothing. We go to the top of inning 7. Giovanni Gallegos for St. Louis will be on the mound for his second inning. It will be Cameron Maybin leading off for the Yankees. Here's the pitch from Gallegos. And that, oh boy, that's a foul ball. Fouled away, strike 1. That's a 9. That's a tough. That's a 44. And Maybin, swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 down. St. Louis pitching has done very well today. The only mistake was the home run to Sanchez. And here's Gregorius. He's also 0 for 2, struck out and flew out. Here's the pitch to Gallegos. That's a 5. That's going to be in play. That's an 0-9, and that is definitely going to be a base hit. That one's hit to right. Gregorius pulls it the other direction, and he gets it to right field, and the Yankees have a man on first. Finally breaks through a little bit off of Gallegos. And the batter now is Sanchez. Sanchez homered his last time up. A nice fly ball to center field. Gregorius on at first. Steal rating 2C is not going to go. 1 out. You let the man who hit a home run try to hit another one. Gallegos sets and deals. That's a 5. That's in play. 46. And that one is grounded to third base. Sanchez double play rating is a 5. Gallegos' double play rating is a 6. He'll have to throw to second to get the force, and that's it. Sanchez will get to first base. Gregorius is out on a fielder's choice. It was the only play they had. And now that brings up the pitcher, Luis Severino. And with 2 outs and a runner on first base, Severino is the batter. He is pitching an absolute gem. But of course, you're the New York Yankees. You don't play much in National League Baseball because the pitcher has to bat. You're in the 7th inning, and I think with a runner at first, and the way he's pitching has been unbelievable, and he's not reached his fatigue level either. And just for the heck of it, I did check some of the other fatigue options that are available out there, like batter's face. He still hasn't even reached that either. He's pitching an absolute gem. He's pitching a shutout. You know what? Let him bat. Severino's going to come up to hit. Sanchez on at first. He's a batting rating of 3, so he can still get a hit. So Giovanni Gallegos will go ahead and pitch to him. They're going to leave Severino in there, at least maybe for 1 more inning if possible. But 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Let's see what happens. That's a 6. That's ballpark. That's 68. That's going to be in play. And it's a 0-0. It's going to be a rare play. So let's see. Rare play with bases on. So let's see what we got. So let's see what we got. Runners on base. Pick another one. That's a 4. Scorching line drive to third base. If range is A or B, fielder catches ball and records as many outs as possible. The ball was hit to third, which is Carpenter. His rating is a D. His rating is a D. It knocks the ball down, infield single. Wow! Severino comes in there and gets an infield base hit. As Carpenter couldn't make the play, he knocks the ball down. It's an infield hit. Runners at first and second, still 2 outs. That's unbelievable. And it brings up LeMahieu with 2 outs now and runners at first and second. LeMahieu, 0 for 3. Gallegos needs to get that 1 out, and that's what they're trying to get him to do. Here's the pitch to Gallegos, or to LeMahieu, my bad, 8. That's a patient. It's an 88, and that one is a ground ball to short. DeYoung throws to second for the force, and the Cardinals get out of a little jam there. And look at them congratulating Severino in the dugout for an infield single, as actually that was the right call. It's just that LeMahieu couldn't do anything else after that. So I'll go ahead here real quick and check it on the score sheet. So no runs, 2 hits in the inning. We're at the 7th inning stretch. I'll take a quick break. I'll be right back. Yankees 1, Cardinals nothing. 7th inning stretch time, people. Sing, take me out to the ball game. Of course, my 7th inning stretch actually lasted about 5 or 10 minutes. Yours just lasted about a couple of seconds, didn't it? Bottom half of the 7th inning, it is Yankees 1, Cardinals nothing. Here at Busch Stadium, the fans have had some good defense to cheer about, but the only thing that they've not had to cheer about was the home run by Sanchez. That's the reason why the Yankees are ahead 1-0. Luis Severino will come on and pitch the 7th. And leading off for the Cardinals will be Paul Goldschmidt. He's 0 for 2. He struck out twice. Severino still pitching well. Here's the pitch. That's a 6. That's a tough. That's a 36, and that's a strikeout. He struck out all 3 times. Paul Goldschmidt has the hat trick. 1 out. And that will bring up DeYoung. And he struck out twice, too, so he's also 0 for 3. Severino has definitely been owning the Cardinals in this game. Dakota Hudson pitched beautifully, too, for St. Louis. Just the 1 home run. Here's the pitch from Severino. That's a 6. That's a tough. That's a 36, and that is a strikeout to DeYoung. 2 down now. He's also struck out all 3 times. 2 hat tricks in the same game. And the batter is Molina. And that is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's a 12th strikeout by Severino. 2 outs. Here's Molina. Molina struck out and flew out to right. Here's the pitch. That's a 5. That's a tough. That's a 12. And that is also a strikeout. Luis Severino strikes out the side again in this game. And the side is retired. And the fans here can't believe it. 7 in the books complete. 1-0 Yankees. As we're going to the 8th. And you already see I have a new pitcher on the mound for the Cardinals in Ryan Helsley. 2 wins, no losses, 2.95 ERA for St. Louis in 2019. And leading off for the Yankees here in the 8th inning will be Torres. Torres walked and flew out twice. He's 0 for 2. So now Helsley will try to keep this game close for St. Louis to still give him a chance here in the 8th and 9th innings. But so far, Severino has been unbelievable. Here's the pitch to Torres. That's a 5. That's a tough. That is an 0-4, and that is a clean strikeout. 1 down. Cardinal pitching has done the job today. The home run was the only mistake. And now here's Aaron Judge, who would like to repeat that mistake. Although it wasn't home to hit the home run today, but he did get a double. He's 1 for 3. Helsley sits and deals. Here's the pitch. That's a 5. That's a tough. That's an 88. And that one's grounded right to short. Nice play by DeYoung. He throws to first for the 2nd out. I tell you, if the Cardinals lose this game 1-0, they got nothing to be ashamed about. They just ran into a buzzsaw named Severino. Here's Giovanni Urshela. Doubled, grounded out, and flew out. He's 1 for 3. Urshela sets in the batter's box. Fans here at Busch Stadium want to see something happen. Here's the pitch. It's an 11 on Hells. That's an in play. That's going to be a 34, and that's popped up behind the plate. Molina drifting over, drifting to his right, drifting to his left, up and down, and it falls into his glove. Side retired. Pops out to the catcher, and nothing for the Yankees in that inning. Still, Yankees 1, Cardinals nothing. Go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Luis Severino can still go, and they're going to let him pitch. But this will be his last inning because you got to bring in your closer for the 9th, unless Severino gives up a base hit. So the New York bullpen is busy, and we'll see if Severino can keep on doing it. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He leads off for the Cardinals. He's flown out twice. Here's the pitch from Severino. That's an 11. That's a defense, and it's a rare play. So first things, actually, I think you go straight to bases empty, rare play. So that's what it is. It's defense, but it's a rare play. So let's see what kind of a rare play we come up with. 5, 3, 53. Let's see what we come on this new chart here. Defense. Reroll all dice and refer to defense chart. Okay. We'll do that. Player with an A range or 5E rating makes highlight reel catch. Otherwise single. Well, let's find out. So we roll all the dice. And the ball was hit to the shortstop. So that was hit to Urshela. It's a C. He's a C. Is what he is. He does not. He cannot make the play. So it's a single. The question is, does he make an error? And it was an 82. And his rating is a 3. So no, he will not make an error, but it is a base hit, according to the chart. Ozuna is on at first. And fans here love it. And the funny thing is, the last base hit, the only way the Cardinals have been getting on base have been rare plays. That's the second time a rare play has allowed a Cardinal to reach base. The last one was Carpenter. It was a double. But Ozuna on at first. And now the batter is Carpenter. And Ozuna, a 3B definite stealing threat. Carpenter got a pretty good bunt, but he's sacrificing attempt. There's nothing there. So Carpenter's not going to sacrifice. But does Ozuna steal? His stealing rating is a 3B. I'm going to go to the jump chart and see. Ozuna's real rating is a 3. So here's a 3. And Severino's a 10. So let's find out and see what we got here. I'll draw the card. It's a 12. There he goes. He's off and running. So, and the catcher Sanchez is a 3 against the B. So a 3B. Or a B3, I should say, is very good. We draw. Here's the play. The throw to second. Not in time. He's safe with a stolen base. Ozuna steals second. Stolen base. And the fans now have the tying run at scoring position with Carpenter on the plate and nobody out. And Luis Severino, that wasn't his fault, really. It's rare plays that helped him out. That helped out the Cardinals. Carpenter on at the plate. Tying run at second base, bottom of the 8th inning. This may be St. Louis's only chance. Here's the pitch to Carpenter. And it's a patient. It's a 35, and Carpenter is going to draw the walk. And still nobody out. It's a base on balls. Runners at first and second now. And no out. The batter was scheduled to be the pitcher. And Helsley is scheduled to be the pitcher in the 8th inning. And they're going to bring in a pinch hitter. Or does he have to? No, he doesn't. I'm sorry. He doesn't have to. He hasn't batted yet. Helsley's scheduled to be in the 8th inning. So, and Gallegos was the pitcher of record. So they take him out. And we'll see a pinch hitter against Severino. And that is going to be that's going to be Tyler O'Neill. So O'Neill will come on and pinch hit as Gallegos was supposed to go out anyway in the 8th inning. Runners at first and second, nobody out. And here comes Aaron Boone, and that's going to be it for Severino. He pitched beautifully. Really not his fault. And the Yankees will bring in a stopper of their own. And that's going to be Adam Ottavino. Severino can only get the win. But here's Adam Ottavino to try to stop it. 6 wins, 5 losses, 1.9 ERA. Ozuna at second. Carpenter at first. Nobody out. Bottom of the 8th inning. Huge attempt here for St. Louis. Fans at Busch. No, this has got to do it now. Ottavino gets on there. Here's the pitch. It's a 6. It's a tough. It's an 18. And it is a strikeout. Huge strikeout by Ottavino. And we got 1 out. Top of the batting order for Colton Wong. Runners still at first and second. Wong is 0 for 2. Trying to still find some redemption after game 1. This could be it. Ottavino sets up. Here's the pitch to Wong. It's an 8. It's a tough. It's a 45. And Wong's going to hit this one. He gets this one. It's a single. It's a long single into the gap to center field. Runner on first advances 2 bases. Marcell Ozuna coming around third. He will score. Cardinals tie the game. And the fans are going nuts. Colton Wong finally gets some redemption. And we got a tie game here in the bottom of the 8th. Ozuna comes in there and goes in the dugout. They congratulate him. Carpenter holds at third. Now the go-ahead run is at third base, and suddenly now it's the Yankees with some pressure on them. And Wong is on at first. And still 1 out in the inning. With a big base hit. And now St. Louis, Ryan Helsley was scheduled to pitch. We might see the closer coming out now as the Cardinal closer gets ready. And the batter is Fowler. Fowler 0 for 3. Flown out twice and struck out. Carpenter on at third. Wong on at first. The infield is in. Ottavino. Here's the pitch. It's a 7. It's a tough. It's an 83. And it's a ground ball to short. It's a ground ball to short. And the runner on third is going to be out at home. Batter's safe. Other runners advance 1 base on a ground out result. Carpenter gunned down at the plate. But 2 outs. As the infield was in, and we still have a tie game. What a play by Gregorius, who guns him down at the plate. And that is on an infield in. Runner 6 and 8. Runner on third. Out at home. Batter safe. Other runners advance a base. But 2 outs now with the go-ahead run. Colton Wong on at second base. And here's Edman. Ozuna scores, and Carpenter was thrown out. So now Edman the batter. Go-ahead run on at second base. Fowler on at first. Ottavino. That run is not charged to him. That was charged to Severino. Now it's a no decision. Beautiful. What a game pitched by Severino, and he gets the ND. Edman. Looking for a chance. 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. This game suddenly got very interesting. Here's the pitch. It's a 7. It's a tough. It's an 0-4. And it's a strikeout. And the side is retired. As Edman strikes out for the 3rd time. And the inning is over. 1 run. 2 hits. 8 in the books. Cardinals 1. Yankees 1. Timeout. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Yankees and Cardinals tied at 1. The new pitcher for St. Louis will be Carlos Martinez. He is their closer, but they're going to try to keep him in there for a couple of innings to see if he can get the win. Brett Gardner does lead off for the Yankees here in the top of the 9th. Carlos Martinez, 4 wins, 2 losses, a 3.17 ERA. Not a save situation. This is a closing situation, really, or try to winning situation. So they're going to go to their best man in the bullpen to try to hold the Yankees for an inning, maybe 2 if they have to, if we go into extras. Top of the 9th, Yankees 1, Cardinals 1. What some awesome playing by the Cardinals in the bottom of the 8th inning. But here's Brett Gardner. Gardner is 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. It's a 7. That's a tough. It's a 17. And that is a strikeout. 1 down. Pitching in today's game has been outstanding. The only because of a couple of rare plays is the reason why the Cardinals were really able to get runs off of Severino. After pitching beautifully, he cannot get the win. Here's Cameron Maybin for New York. Maybin is singled, grounded out, and struck out. Martinez trying to keep it 1-1 to let his team have a shot in the bottom of the 9th. Here's the pitch. It's a 12. It's an in play. It's a 41, and that one has hit a ground ball to third. Carpenter has it, throws across the diamond, 2 down. And now Gregorius. Gregorius had a base hit, struck out, and flew out. Carlos Martinez for St. Louis, trying to hold the Yankees here. Gregorius is a threat. 2 outs, top of the ninth. There's the pitch to Didi. That's a 5. That's a patient. It's a 92, and that's a lifts a fly ball to right. Coming over for it is Edman. He will make the play and retire the side, and the Cardinals have a chance to win this game in the bottom of the ninth inning. Nothing across, as the Yankees are also held at bay. Adam Ottavino will stay out and pitch with a 1.9 ERA. I think you keep him out there to pitch the bottom of the ninth inning. And we'll do a little shuffle here. Bottom of the ninth inning. Leading off for the St. Louis will be Paul Goldschmidt, and he has, like him and DeYoung, 2 hat tricks. They've all struck out 3 times. Goldschmidt knows this could be it. This could be a big chance for him here. Fans at Busch are on their feet again. After a great comeback in the 8th inning, we're tied at 1. Goldschmidt at the plate. Ottavino the pitcher. Here's the pitch. It's an 11. It's a patient. It's a 56. And Goldschmidt bashes this one out into center field. We have a single. He gets his first hit of the game. It's a base hit to center. He will hold it first. His stealing rating is a 2B. Doesn't get much of a jump here. But I don't think you're going to run. You're going to let Paul DeYoung come up. Goldschmidt, the winning run at first base. Paul DeYoung, who's also struck out all 3 times. Ottavino throws to first to try to get Goldschmidt, and Goldschmidt's back safely. So here's DeYoung. Goldschmidt will not attempt to steal. He will hold. Winning run at first base. Here's the pitch to DeYoung. It's a 4. It's ballpark, and it's another rare play. Oh my, hold on. This could be it. Rare play with runners on base. Flip the card. It's a 12. Oh boy. Wild pitch. Runners advance 1 base. An 8 or 9 rated lead runner advances 2 bases. He doesn't. It's a wild pitch. Goldschmidt's on second. Adam Ottavino throws back to the backstop. And Sanchez got it, but way too late. Goldschmidt's on second. The winning run is in scoring position. And still nobody out. Now what do you do if you're New York? Do you put DeYoung on and maybe pitch to Molina? Molina, he's also 0 for 3. I think in this case, I think that you could walk DeYoung and put runners at first and second because his run doesn't mean anything, and try for a double play because right now the double play is not in effect. Now, DeYoung bats .236 against right-handers. Molina bats .259, a little better. And you got to think about this one here. I think you pitch to DeYoung. He's also struck out all 3 times, so you know DeYoung definitely wants to go ahead and get something here. I think, you know what? I'm going to put him on base, intentional walk. They intentionally walk DeYoung, which puts him on. So it's an IBB. So that puts the double play into effect, and they'll pitch to Yadier Molina. Still, nobody out here in the bottom of the ninth. Yankees won, Cardinals won. Could be a big chance for St. Louis. Winning run at second base. Adam Ottavino trying to get this done. Aroldis Chapman is warming up, but they're not using him yet. Here's the pitch to Molina. Pitch on the way. It's a 6. It's a tough. It's a 12. It's a strikeout. What a pitch by Ottavino. Swing and a miss. Molina swung high and the ball went low. 1 out. His struck out for his 3rd time. And now the batter is Ozuna. But now a double play can get New York out of the inning. And the thing was, that would have been a strikeout to DeYoung anyway if I had him back. So it didn't matter which way it went. So here's Marcell Ozuna now for St. Louis. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Winning run at second. Ottavino sets and deals. Here it comes. It's a 7. It's a tough. It's a 22. And that is another strikeout. Ozuna goes down. And the fans here just don't understand. Yankee pitching has been unbelievable. 2 outs now. And we got Matt Carpenter. He batted .228 against the righties. And this is Ottavino's last inning no matter what. He's due to bat second in the 10th if it gets there. Carpenter, however, has a double and has walked. He is 1 for 2. Goldschmidt at second. DeYoung at first. Carpenter at the plate. Fans on their feet. Nobody sitting down. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. It's a 6. It's a tough. It's a 95. And we're going to go to extra innings. Fly ball into right field. Judge is going to get there. He makes the catch. 2 runners on base. Then 3 straight outs. We got free baseball. 10th inning coming up. Yankees won. Cardinals won. Timeout. We go to the top of the 10th inning. Yankees and Cardinals tied at 1. Carlos Martinez will pitch for St. Louis in his 2nd inning of work. And he's due to bat first in the next inning in the bottom of the 10th. And Gary Sanchez is the batter. Sanchez hit a home run, grounded in the fielder's choice, and grounded again. So he's 1 for 3. Bottom of the 10th inning. In another crazy ball game here at Payoff Pitch Baseball. Why do I always get the crazy games? Here's Sanchez. The pitch coming from Martinez. It's a 5. It's a patient. It's a 40. It's a 42. And Sanchez rips this one. He rips it into left field. That's going to go all the way to the wall. It'll bounce off. Sanchez on his way for 2. He will make it. It's a leadoff double for Sanchez. Leadoff double. He holds it second. That was hit to left field. Ozuna tossed it back in. But now the go-ahead runners at second base. Nobody out for the Yankees. Adam Ottavino is scheduled to bat. We'll see a pinch hitter for him. As he is done. And against right-handers, the guy you got to bring in is Giancarlo Stanton. So he will pinch hit for the Yankees. And this is the kind of guy you want at the plate. Stanton batted .289, 2 home runs against right-handers in 2019. Again, not many appearances in 2019. But the reason why I have him in the lineup, he was on the ALCS roster. So, and that's the first thing I check when I do these. I check the rosters for the ALCS and NLCS and see who's on the rosters. If I'm under 13 or 12 batters or 13 or 12 pitchers, then I add. Giancarlo Stanton was on the team, was healthy, and he was playing. So he's got a chance here. Sanchez on its second. Nobody out. Top of the 10th. It's up to Martinez. Here's the pitch. It's a 10. It's a tough. It's a 61, and that's a strikeout. Stanton goes down. And we got one out. Top of the batting order is DJ LeMahieu. LeMahieu is 0 for 4. Grounded out 3 times and a fielder's choice. Actually, grounded all 4 times. So can LeMahieu get a big play here? 1 out, top of the 10th. You don't think this game is important? Sanchez still on its second. Here's the pitch to LeMahieu from Martinez. It's a 5. It's a patient. It's a 90. And that one's a ground ball to shortstop. He will throw to first. Sanchez will hold. 2 outs. Another grounder to short for LeMahieu. He's grounded out to short 3 times. Now the batter is Torres with 2 outs now. A leadoff double by Sanchez, but he's still stuck at second base. Carlos Martinez for St. Louis trying to keep this the way it is. Torres at the plate. He is also 0 for 3. He walked, flew out twice, and struck out. Here's the pitch from Martinez. It's a 9. It's a patient. It's a 64. And that is a ground ball to second base. Wong's got it. Throws to first. And the opening double doesn't do any damage. Side retired. And the fans are going nuts again here at Busch Stadium. No runs on a hit. Bottom of the 10th coming up. And we'll see a new pitcher for the Yankees. And the Cardinals have to bring in a pinch hitter first. So I think I'll see what we got for the Yankees first. And the Yankees are going to turn to Zach Britton. He's a lefty, but he's their next best pitcher to bring in. Zach Britton will pitch for New York. 3 wins, 1 loss, a 1.91 ERA. Now the Cardinals are bringing a pinch hitter for Martinez as he is done. And against the lefty, that's going to be Jose Martinez. Batted .329 with 5 home runs against left-handed pitching for St. Louis in 19. So here's Martinez. Zach Britton on the mound for the Yanks. Bottom of the 10th inning, still tied at 1. Another crazy game at Payoff pitch baseball. Here's the pitch to Martinez from Britton. That's a 7. That's a tough. It's a 55. And that one, oh, he just missed it. Fly ball to right field. Just got under it. Judge is going to be there to make the play. 1 out. Boy, did he miss that. A 55, and if it was a 54, he would have gotten it. Oh, what a big play. That was close. One out. Top of the batting order for Colton Wong. Wong got a base hit his last time up, but he's 1 for 3. Lefty on lefty, Zach Britton and Wong. Wong batted .288 with 3 home runs against lefties. 1 out, bottom of the 10th. Here's the pitch. It's a 4. It's a patient. It's a 35. And that's going to be a base hit by Colton Wong. That one is hit into center field. Wong gets his second base hit in a row. And the winning run is at first base. Wong is trying, and he gets this one off of Britton. A 35, and he definitely has the hit. He holds it first, and now the batter is Fowler. Fowler 0 for 4, flown out twice, grounded out, and struck out. Wong a steal for B. Do you steal here? Fowler batted .213 with 4 home runs against lefties. He is a switch hitter. Do you steal here? No, let Fowler hit. 2 outs, I might try to steal. Fowler, you hit. No steal. They will hold him. Fowler at the plate. Zach Britton for New York trying to keep it this way to get it to the 11th. 1 out. Here's the pitch from Britton to Fowler. It's a 7. It's a tough. It's a 92. That one's a fly ball to left. It's going to be Maben coming down with it. And that's the second out. 2 down for Tommy Edman. Edman is also 0 for 4. Struck out 3 times and popped out. Now you might try to steal Wong. Because if it doesn't work, you're going to at least have the heart of the order batting in the 11th. Now you might try to steal. But I think I'm just going to... But Edman, however, bats .321, 4 homers against lefties. They're going to let him bat. Wong on first. Edman, the batter. Britton trying to hold it to a 1-1 game. Here's the pitch. It's a 10. It's a patient. It's a 29. And Edman hits one. He hits it. It's going to be a base hit. That's actually going to be a double. Line drive into the center field alley. Runners advance 2 bases. Wong is around third. Wong rounding third. They're going to send him home. The throw's coming. There were 2 outs. His running rating was a 7. It's on a double. He slides. He's safe. Cardinals win. Cardinals win. Tommy Edman gets a double. Wong will score from first. He's in there. St. Louis wins the game. And the fans are just going absolutely bonkers in Busch Stadium. With 2 outs, runners with a run rating of 6 or higher advance 2 bases on a single and score on a double. And he does. All other runners have the choice of either attempting to take an extra base or following the instructions on the fact. But that's the fact runner advancement. And there were 2 outs. And Wong has a run rating of 7. And he was on at first, but it was a double by Edman, and he does score. And the Cardinals make this series 2-1. St. Louis wins it in the bottom of the 10th inning. Incredible. And they're mauling Tommy Edman at second base, and Colton Wong finally has some redemption after game 1. And we got ourselves a series. Tommy Edman. He was 0 for 4, and he hits the bases, and he hits a huge double, which allows Wong to score. What a big win for St. Louis. I'll be right back with a recap in a moment. I welcome you back here to Busch Stadium as I've gone ahead and gone through the box score. For the St. Louis Cardinals, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. For the Yankees, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher is Carlos Martinez. He gets the win. Zach Britton takes the loss on some rare plays that pretty much the reason why St. Louis won this game was because of some rare plays, and it was the only way they were getting past Luis Severino, who was owning them the entire game. But the Cardinals get a big run in the bottom of the 8th, And then the bottom of the 10th, they score a big run as Colton Wong gets some redemption back as he scores the winning run. And Tommy Edman gets himself the winning double. And that's it. Our series is now at 2-1. So we got more baseball coming up. Everyone, I hope you enjoyed this one. Another crazy game, people. I tell you, every time I do one of these, it's always a mess. Who knows? My next game will be tomorrow night, New York Yankees versus St. Louis Cardinals, Game 4. That will be streamed. So I'll see you guys live Saturday night. Until then, this is Robert from RJL 518. Enjoying another baseball. By the way, happy 4th of July for tomorrow. And I'll see you then. Final score, once again, Cardinals 2, Yankees 1. The Yankees still lead the series 2-1. I'll see you tomorrow night. Good night, everybody.